Hi everybody, this is Amanda from Usborne Books and More, and I wanted to share some of my favorite fiction books with you. I wanted to start with one of our awesome dual readers. These are so much fun. They're super unique because they have two levels of text. We have farmyard tales, Bible stories, fairy tales, and more. And what I mean by two levels of text is if you read this top line, it creates its own story all the way across. If you read the top and bottom line, it still creates a story, but it's a more complete story. So if you have a short attention span, you just read the top line. As the attention span gets longer, you read both lines. Eventually, your child can read the top line, which is at a second grade level, and finally, they'll be able to read the entire book. This Farmyard Tales does come with a CD, which is great for repetition with your kids and putting it in the car while you're driving. Some of our read alouds, these are two of my favorites. They teach perspective. So Bears Don't Read is about a bear who wants to read, but all the humans are afraid of him until a little girl steps up and teaches him. Tale of Two Beasts is a super unique book to teach perspective. It is one story told twice from two different perspectives. So first, the little girl meets the animal and she wants to take him home and cuddle him. Then the animal is kidnapped by the terrible beast. It's funny and sweet, and I really enjoy it. We also have great phonics readers. This is a combined volume, and this is Ted and Friends. We also have Cow Takes a Bow and a few others. And the great thing about the combined volumes is they do come with a parent's guide in the back to help teach you how to read through with your kids. We have some great rhythmic readings. Too Many Tomatoes is a favorite. We read it in this house all the time, and it's great for rhythmic reading with toddlers and preschoolers. How Big is a Million is great for teaching those abstract concepts like a million that even as adults it's hard to grasp. So in the back it actually has a poster, and this little penguin walks around talking to his mommy, trying to learn, well, how many is that? That's 10, 100, 1,000. And as you go through, it actually shows 10, 100, 1,000, and eventually there's this poster that has a million stars on it to kind of give you that visual of how many a million really is. We also have great chapter books. Beginners readers, Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown are friends, and that's big text. That's for your very first chapter book reading. Anna Hibiscus is a little girl living in Africa. Her mom is Canadian, her dad is African. She has twin brothers, and that is also a young, really, really beautiful imagery written in this. So I love these books for 4 to 6 year olds. Then we have some older fiction. This is mythical 9th Division with Yetis. They're secret agents. Again, about 9 to 12. And we also have young adult fiction. I just finished The Debt, which is a book with a 6-series book about a 15-year-old boy who unwillingly gets enlisted into a mob-type force and has to perform tasks. Finally, I wanted to share our abridged and unabridged classics. These are super cool. You can introduce Shakespeare when your child is 6, 7, and it's written in plain modern English so that they'll be able to understand when they get to high school. They'll have a good grasp of Shakespearean concepts and Shakespeare stories, so it's a little bit easier. Lastly, we have classics that are unabridged and illustrated. Not heavily illustrated, but there are some beautiful illustrations in them. If you would like to introduce classics to your kids at a young age, really good read alouds for your older kids for bedtime stories. Thank you very much.